You know one thing I respect about this brother? He don't leave out the kids, yeah? He doesn't leave out the kids. But this here what he's saying.
Show the youths them how to go about certain things. And obviously Anthony I said that he'll pay a charity that we wanna thingy about like the last 6 months, like in December. But we've been going through things and going through those issues. One stage I had the issue, but now he snapped his ligament. But we need to kind of set up a fight before the end of the year. So if there's any way you could, I know you're a fighter, you've been a fighter, you showed me your matches and how you used to be a fighter. But I know you're plugged in with so many people. You could find an angle where we could set up something through a promoter. You've got both of me invested.
You know one thing what I say about this brother? He's trying to get his own people to invest, knowing that his own people's gonna eat from it as well. He's not like some wire people what are trying to go to people like Captain America. So he's trying to work with people of his own type, which is a good thing. You can't say this young man ain't trying. He's trying. But this carry on.
But the whole talking about everywhere where's the fight? If you could set that up and then a next little card underneath, you're the promoter, do what you're doing, please, I'm here. Make it happen, bro. Think about it. You be with that. Oh, sit down and then think about it. You could happen.
Well, what I'm looking to do at the moment, yeah, is set up a whole new fighting platform. Yeah, because what it is now, the only reason I'm going to do it, yeah, is because anyone else and any other, it could end in tears. However, I do believe that integrity, honour and respect will play a massive part in everything working harmoniously.
True.
I mean, because that's the key to these things, you know, it's just being humble and harmonious. And everything's golden. What you've got to appreciate is the world is scared of us.
True.
They're scared of what might happen. That's all it is, they're scared of what might happen. So once we can alleviate that, we've got a golden ticket. So I've got a vehicle, yeah, that I'm going to be rolling out in the next...
To show the youths them how to go about certain things.
You know what, people? You see the most high, yeah, he works different sometimes, yeah. You can see that this young man is trying his best to get this thing going on, yeah. But sometimes, yeah, God knows why he does what he does. And that's the God's honest truth. The most high knows what he does. Maybe, yeah, these two people are not even supposed to fight. They probably have something else bigger to do more than fight. Because you see, once they go and fight, yeah, it's just a one-off thing. And then it's going to give people something to talk about. Because people like to get people in the Colosseum, yeah, so they can pass and downgrade people. So you imagine, yeah, the money what it costs to get on this fight, yeah, ain't no little money. It's not no little money. So maybe, yeah, him and this guy Jasper, yeah, could do something even bigger than this fight. Maybe they could open up their own boxing gym together, yeah, and in that way there, yeah, they both come together and they both go and open up a charity together, and in that way there, yeah, why my man's in South and my man's wherever he is, yeah, they can get public funding from their communities, and then they can put bigger things together. So maybe they could have their own gym, the Quincy and Jasper boxing gym, yeah. So sometimes, yeah, there's a bigger picture and a longer run for people. So you imagine if these two guys come together and they opened up a gym and we as the people could sponsor them. because we're going to sponsor them, or they're going to get a sponsor for just a one fight. That's a one night thing. But how about if they could open something bigger than a one fight and receive the youths them and get them off the road and get the youths them trained up, and in that way there, yeah, they might build champions, because everybody knows who these guys are. They've already set their legacy. They don't even have nothing to prove to the people then. But as you can see, the man saying give the funds to certain charities back to the youths them. So if they're gonna do this, yeah, why us as the people don't come together, yeah? Make these guys set up a charity, get a GoFundMe to get the money to set up the charity, and the people invest in them. And then bigger things can happen for the youths them. Cause we supposed to aim for the youths. You see in life, yeah, life ain't just about money, yeah? Your legacy is more than money, I promise you this. Because you could have £10 million, £30 million, yeah? People ain't gonna know about that. It's not gonna do nothing for them, because they're not receiving it. But if these guys get their names up on a plaque, that now becomes a part of history, yeah? So nowadays I find that the black history for people is dying out, and other people are receiving the awards, like people like Captain America. Why a man giving it to Captain America? So he's receiving the benefits, he's receiving the money. So it ain't going back to the community, it's going to Captain America. So when you see this young man, yeah, he's actually going for people of his own type, yeah, and trying to make them eat something from out of it, yeah. He's a good guy. We don't know if this man's got his own links on the left, yeah. He might be able to pull a couple of strings. He might have to go to some Captain Americas himself. We don't know where these people have got their money hidden. We don't know the man's links. So he's gone to his own people for help. So I respect that still. So people, we have to look on the deepness of it. And we have to look on the long run of it. So I personally, if it was me, yeah, I wouldn't want these two brothers to fight. I prefer them to go and open up a charity, and them two come together and set a bigger trend and get their own boxing gym and get their communities to support them. And if the community don't want to support them, then they can go to the government and get government funded. Once they got more than 6 children, yeah, the government will fund them. And if they've got a charity, yeah, then the price of the building from a government is not so dear. The rent is very low, and I know this for a fact. So we got to look on the long run, people. We can't just want people to go in the Colosseum to kill each other. Why can't they build their own Colosseum and bring the youths off the road? So maybe God is making this fight itch up for bigger reasons. And the bigger reasons might be bringing the youths off the road. Because this young man on the right is definitely for the kids then. Because everything he mentions the kids. So we must take into consideration what this young man is saying. And we shouldn't be trying to push negativity if we can turn something bigger into positivity and make this man's ladder get big and Jasper's ladder get big. You understand? Because we got to get these youths off the road. Yeah, we got to remove them from the PlayStation. Yeah, we got to remove them from certain elements what's out there, like sucking on balloons every minute. Because that's all I'm seeing back out on the road again.